Yep, Alphaman 1 here with D. Jose. We're about to break down WrestleMania for you.
Just to let you guys know, it's going to be in 2 parts because there's 8 matches and we got a lot to talk about. So let's get into the obvious. The first matchup that we're going to start with is Sheamus versus John Morrison, R-Truth, for the tag team titles.
Yeah, unfortunately for the WWE, this is the one spot where TNA has them beat currently.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about TNA, we're talking about WWE WrestleMania. So, this is a decent match for the tag titles, and they need to really get the tag team division going back again. But I think it would make more sense, considering Bret Hart has a match here,
to push the Hart Dynasty.
They push the Hart Dynasty. That would have been good.
They could have made this a triple threat tag team match, but, I'm not disappointed because, you got John Morrison and you got R-Truth.
That would have seemed kind of left to center, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just throw them out of there out of nowhere.
But you got John Morrison and you got R-Truth. Both guys are really fucking talented. You got The Miz, who is an irritating douchebag, according to him.
He is a really irritating douchebag. He thinks he's God's gift to, everybody.
Yeah.
I think he and Jericho, their egos are so big, they're eating each other.
Okay, Big Show, and my jury's out on him. But
I don't
anyway,
think he's a bad wrestler, but I think he needs better tag team partners.
In terms of predictions, I'm going to say that I think the most logical choice would be you have Sheamus retain because they're trying to really have them built up as a dominant tag team, which is good. But at the same time, John Morrison, for those of you that don't know, there are rumors going around in the website saying that he's probably going to turn heel again. And what could happen is the classic angle where, they win the tag titles and then they lose the tag titles back to Sheamus like at the next pay-per-view. And then John Morrison and R-Truth have a feud. But my prediction is going to be Sheamus.
Unfortunately, I almost have to predict Sheamus as well, although I'd like to see R-Truth and Morrison win.
Okay, next match is Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton versus Ted DiBiase. We're trying to make this as quick as we can, so...
Cody Rhodes, boy, he sucks.
Yeah.
Got that out of the way, good.
Okay, DiBiase, good guy. His gimmick sucks, but
he could have a better gimmick. He's shown me, as far as I'm concerned, the guy's got skill. He can be a top-rated superstar. But he's got to beat somebody big, and I think Randy Orton can be that guy. I'm predicting Ted DiBiase to win.
Okay. Randy Orton with the Viper gimmick. I know a lot of people are looking at him kind of like he's kind of looking like the next Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
No.
What was that thing that he did a couple of weeks ago? He stood up and he was like...
He slithers back and forth. He's trying
to... It was almost like he had a full-body spasm and then looked back at his opponent.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, but my prediction... I'd like to see Randy Orton win just because this legacy thing needs closure. Don't drag it on for another year.
I'm curious, wasn't Orton just in a big-time feud with Kofi Kingston? Whatever happened to that?
They scrapped it, dude. I don't know why, but... Okay, the thing about this legacy thing... Don't drag it on for another fucking year. End it at Mania. That's the point of WrestleMania.
I think the best way to do it, have DiBiase pin Rhodes.
Yeah, the best... Okay, you wrap up every angle you got, and there you go. Next match is...
Next match, we're going to go with Triple H and Sheamus. First of all, who gives a shit about Sheamus? They did this guy backwards. He should have been built up and then become the champion. Not champion first, then build up. That makes no sense.
I gotta say, the build-up for this has been a pretty damn good build-up, and this is the first time in nearly a decade that Triple H is not in the title picture. I don't count 2007 because he was hurt, but I count 2001 because he actually wrestled in a non-title match, a semi-main event against The Undertaker.
17. Good match, too.
So thank God Triple H is not in the title picture. They've been saying, what happened? Sheamus has been coming out saying that he's the best, all this other shit.
The Triple H screwed him, which I can agree. Triple H did kind of screw him when he pinned him at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, but anyway.
But it was all versus all, so...
Yeah, and then anyway, Triple H comes out and says, I was a jobber. He didn't necessarily say it, but he was referencing it, saying, I got crushed. I was on the bottom of the ladder for a long time. It took me a long time to get to the top, and now you have to beat me. Kind of like to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Good speech, pathetic match.
But my prediction for this match, since, to be honest, I don't really give a fuck about this match, is I think Triple H is going to win. It'd be surprising if Sheamus won, but Triple H is going to fucking win.
I think so, too. I think Triple H is going to win. Although I will say this. I think if Sheamus needed to get a good push, needed to get
Triple
over,
H
Triple H is the one that's got to put him over. But I don't because I know how Triple H works, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm predicting Triple H to win because, frankly, I'd rather see
politics.
Him win. Hey,
Yeah.
I'd rather see Triple H win, but I'm a DX mark. Sue me.
Yeah. Okay, next match up. I say we get Rey versus Punk out of the way because that's really fucking quick.
But I'm just going to keep doing that because I don't know why John Cena does it.
For those of you fucking wondering, for those of you that watch SmackDown, they've been doing this fucking annoying ass angle that's lasted forever with the whole Straight Edge Society. It's got to stop. I mean, it really fucking does. I mean, okay.
Well, okay, first of all, Rey Mysterio is one of the greats of all time. I will put him up there, one of the greatest superstars of all time.
Yeah.
Because Rey Mysterio is. Sadly, he's forced in against a guy who looks like the bearded lady.
Yeah. I call him the leader of the homeless society because that's how they all look.
He does. And he's got beards on his boob. This is weird. Anyway.
Serena Deeb looks like she hasn't taken she looks like she's got head lice. Luke Gallows looks like he hasn't taken a shower for like the past 6 months.
Well, he probably hasn't.
And with CM Punk, he looks the exact same, but worse. He looks like a fucking caveman.
He actually does look homeless. Well,
but the prediction, we got to get this out of the way because we're running low on time.
I'm predicting that Mysterio is going to win because they're not going to have him lose at Mania. Now,
and join the Straight Edge Society. So
right. I do have another setup for this, another option here. You do double stipulations. You have if Rey loses, he demasks, joins the Homeless Society. But if he wins, CM Punk disbands the Homeless Society, and shaves his boobs, and shaves his head, and becomes the corporate Punk.
Okay, so now Rey Mysterio fucking wins. We got time for one last match, and I think that last match is going to be John Cena versus Batista for part 1. And, okay, 5 fucking years they've teased this and insulted our intelligence. Who's the bigger star? Do we really have to answer that for all the Cena marks? Because I know all the little kids out there fucking want to know. And okay.
It's Cena.
Let's do this.
Simple as that.
Cena, Batista.
It's Cena.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck, people?
Batista's... but okay, first of all, I don't buy Batista's heel turn. Second of all, Batista's just never been as big a star as Cena.
Yeah.
Cena is the Hogan of this era.
Yeah.
As simple as that. Hogan was the face of the WWE. They kept him as the champion. They put him in the main event at Mania. Now Cena's the new guy in that role.
And Cena's been doing a bunch of shit. Like, he's been
And I think Cena actually should be.
Yeah. You know, it makes sense. I mean, I know a lot of people out there are not going to like
Cena, but hey.
I know a lot of people are out there don't like Cena. I don't like Cena. I think I respect him for what he does and gives back to the business. Exactly. I'll give Cena that. And his promo skills.
Man,
you know, okay.
He's no Santino Marella, though.
Cena is the face of the WWE. It's plain and simple. He's going to give the FU or attitude adjustment to Batista, and Cena's going to win. Plain and simple. And we got to get ready to wrap this shit up, guys. We got to get ready to wrap this shit up, guys. We're going to cover, what do we have left? The Money in the Bank, Brett and Vince, Taker Michaels, and Jericho Edge. And this is DOZ.
And Alpha Man 1.
All right, we'll see you for part 2.